You got my number, you can call on me. If you in trouble, you fall on me when you're mad.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Songs from the Sand at the beautiful DiamondHead Beach Resort on gorgeous Fort Myers Beach. I'm your host, Miriam Dotson with Songwriter Fest, and we are here to have such a good time because I'm so excited to introduce who we're going to have today. I also need to give a big thank you and shout out to our media partners iHeart and Cat Country 107.1. We are going to hear some good music today, and I am so excited to introduce who our special performer is going to be. You know him very well. He's managed to make quarantine a huge success, which most of us have not been able to do that.
Trying.
Yeah, and you also know him from a previous hit that you may know, sung by the one and only superstar Blake Shelton. So please, without further ado, let me welcome in Devin Dawson.
What's
Devin.
up, you guys? How are you?
It's good to see you, man. We are here in person, in the flesh.
Yeah, it's real. I have to figure out how to do this again because we've been locked in our houses for so long.
I know, right? I feel like we've kind of been playing house at home, and we've been kind of carrying along business and doing everything. But we're so excited for Island Hopper Songwriter Fest,
yeah.
And you're of course a big person that we want to get to know a little bit more about and learn more about these songs. So first of all, what do you think of Fort Myers Beach?
Well, it's beautiful. If you guys just do a little pan behind me, you can see the beach. It's beautiful weather. Wind blowing through my hair, letting the curls vibe.
The curls are working for you.
I was joking. I was like, I had straight hair when I lived in California, and now I came here and it's all curly.
No, it's working for you. And the wind is going right through the curls. It's looking good.
That's what wifey wanted, so that's what wifey gets.
What wifey wants, wifey gets.
But no, it's beautiful here. We took a couple days to come in early, and we've just been hanging on the beach and drinking a little bit and eating blackened snapper, and it's all good. We're having a good time, so I'm happy to be here.
How has your quarantine kind of been? I keep calling it that, even though we're kind of coming out of it and getting into a little more realness. And you must have missed performing and being able to connect with people one-on-one and see their faces when you sing your songs.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing that we go to is just missing the road, missing the fans, missing my band, missing interaction. There's nothing like getting to experience somebody performing whatever art that is in the same airspace. Live streams are cool, and I'm glad we did them, and but there's nothing like being in the same room as somebody, And so I think, at the very least, I think this helped us realize that, live music is something that is essential and that we need, and that we're really excited for it to be back now.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've got plenty of material. Are you gaining any inspiration from being here on location for any future songs?
On the beach,
maybe?
Some beach songs. I've written down a couple ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to say them, though, yet.
No. We won't go there. We're going to let that stay in your head for right now.
Yeah, I think I'm a huge... I walk around with some mysticism everywhere I go, and I see songs, and I just can't help but write it down. Sometimes to the fact of me completely zoning out in the middle of a conversation and writing a title down or something. But I'm also a big believer that you have to live to write. And so at least that gives me an excuse to take some vacation time with my wife and hang out, and hopefully some experiences come from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. We're looking forward to maybe hearing what could come out of these couple of days you've been here at Fort Myers Beach.
It's a little hard for a dark horse to get beachy, but this is about as beachy as I get. Yeah. But yeah, you never know. You never know what'll happen.
Yeah, that works. All right, well, let's get to some music. We want to hear a couple of things today, and I guess we'll start with All on Me.
Yeah, you're supposed to save the big hit for the end, but I like to do things a little backwards, I guess. So we're going to start with that song. It's the first song I ever wrote. First song I ever put out as an artist. God, can you imagine if that was the first song I ever wrote? I would just quit.
You're done,
first song
right
I
there.
ever put out, and the first song that ever became a hit, and I like to kind of start the night off with that. So
yeah, all right, sounds
you ready?
good. Devin Dawson, All on Me. Take it away.
Here we go, baby. Do the long intro for you guys. Yeah, I knew that the woes and the weight of the world could get inside our minds and be too much sometimes. I know. But baby, don't let the no's and the ups and the downs from the roller coaster ride beat you up inside. Baby, don't. But if you ever feel that way, don't you ever hesitate. 'Cause you got my number, you can call on me. If you you in trouble, to fall on me. When you're mad, you can take it out on me. Yeah, when it don't add up, you can count on me. When you look on, get high on me. Make it slow, take your time on me. Settle in, let it out, come and lay on me. When it gets heavy, put the weight on me. Baby, put it all on me. Put it all on me. Yeah. Wanna take you out on a town on my dime anytime. Tell me when you're free. We can do anything and everything you want. Oh, wanna hear all your fears and your troubles. Strip it down, really get to know one another. Yeah, when it's nobody but you and me, just us. Yeah, girl, you know I'm here for you. You can lean on me anytime you need to. You got my number, you can call on me. If you in trouble, put the fall on me. When you're mad, you can take it out on me. Yeah, when it don't add up, you can count on me. When you look on, get high on me. Make it slow, take your time on me. Settle in, let it out, come and lay on me. When it gets heavy, put the weight on me. Baby, put it all on me. Oh girl, put it all on me, baby. Alright. Oh, here we go. Come on, relax your mind on me. If you need a shoulder, you can cry on me. Baby, you can bet your life on me. Put it all on me. You got my number, you can call on me. If you in trouble, put the fall on me. When you're mad, you can take it out on me. Yeah, when it don't add up, you can count on me. When you low, can get high on me. Make it slow, take your time on me. Settle in, let it out, come and lay on me. When it gets heavy, put the weight on me. Baby, put it all on me. Yeah, baby, put it all on me. Put it all on me. Alright. Put it all on me, baby. Ooh, girl, put it all on me. On me, all on me, all on me. Put it all on me. All right, so I'm gonna sing you guys another song. This one is from the Pink Slip EP. It's an EP that I put out in January of 2021 here, and it's not a great way to intro this song, but I guess the best way I can describe it is there's two types of girls in this world. The kind that are down to ride in your beat-up truck with the windows down and no AC and the speakers blown out, and then the other kind that is just looking for the Range Rover. So here we go. 2, 3. All my friends been asking where Amanda's been. Said she seemed like such a perfect 10. They asked me when I was gonna take her home to Cleveland. Said she was just your type, dark hair and with the green brown eyes. Real smart and she cleaned up nice. They asked me why. I said if you really need a reason, well, I'm looking for a girl that's fine. If I drive a pickup and she does not mind, riding in it with the windows down, cranking Keith really loud. Next to me, I'm looking for a girl who sees past blown speakers and a broke AC in a bench seater with 250,000 miles on the motor. And she was looking for that Range Rover. Oh, 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 she just wants that Range Rover. Yeah. Well, I should have known when she was searching for designer homes. Custom kitchen with the Viking stove, 7 pictures on a big iPhone. You know the one. When she hated beer, she didn't catch a college game all year. She was way too into my career. She tried to pick the single and it all came clear that I was looking for a girl that's fine. If I drive a pickup and she does not mind, riding in it with the windows down, cranking Keith really loud. Next to me, I'm looking for a girl who sees past blown speakers and a broke AC and a bench seater with 250,000 miles on the motor. She was looking for that Range Rover. Oh, 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 oh. She just wants that Range Rover. She wants that Range Rover. She was looking for that Range Rover. I was in a pickup and I tried to take a road trip and she just wasn't with it. If this music wasn't pain, she'd left me in a minute. Left me in a minute. Oh, I'm looking for a girl that's fine. If I drive a pickup and she does not mind, riding in it with the windows down, cranking Glee, Greenwood loud. Next to me, I'm looking for a girl who sees past blown speakers and a broke AC and a bench seater with 250,000 miles on the motor. She was looking for that Range Rover. Oh, 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 oh. She just wants that Range Rover. Yeah, she wants that Range Rover. So the next song I'm going to sing for you guys is a really special one. They're all special, but this one's different. It was inspired by my grandfather, who is still alive. So it's cool that it is an inspired by rather than a remembering sort of thing. And it was cool that he got to hear this song and be a part of the video. But I remember when I was writing this, I wanted to write a song about what I would put on my tombstone. And I have a tendency to get really dark and morbid sometimes with songs, and my co-writers were like, well, I like the idea of that, but what if we brightened it up a little bit? And so they challenged me to think of 3 words that I would put on my tombstone. And the first thing I said was, he loved her, and this is the song we wrote. 2, 3. People like to talk about what they're gonna leave behind, how they're gonna change the world, what's gonna define their lives. I guess I set my sights on a different kind of legacy. I don't know I got it right if all they say about me. He had a dog, he drank a beer, he drove the same truck 15 years. He built a house up on some dirt, he wore his first name on his shirt. He said a prayer, got up at dawn, showed up to cheer the home team on. He earned his keep and kept his word, he lived his life and he loved her. Don't you go and spend a dime on one of those high-priced stones. If you want to celebrate my life, let me tell you what it really means the most. Circle up on a Friday night with all the ones who know me well. Raise a glass and tip it back and say he lived his life like anyone else. He had a dog, he drank a beer, he drove the same truck 15 years. He built a house up on some dirt, he wore his first name on his shirt. He said a prayer, got up at dawn, showed up to cheer the home team on. He earned his keep and kept his word, he lived his life and he loved her. Alright, this is the part on the record where there's a bass solo. Try my best here. work and he paid the bills. And Saturdays he mowed the lawn. Just a small town simple man, lived his life like a country song. He had a dog, he drank a beer. He drove the same truck 15 years. He built a house up on some dirt. He wore his first name on his shirt. He said a prayer, got up at dawn, and showed up to cheer the home team on. He earned his keep and kept his word. He lived his life and he loved her. He loved her. Ooh, I guess he set his sights on a different kind of legacy. Yes, he did. So I grew up in a town called Orangevale. It's in Northern California, about 30 minutes outside of Sacramento. And my mom is the biggest music lover you will ever meet in your life, the biggest fan. She can't sing a lick to save her life, but that's okay because she taught me everything I know about music. And I was raised on a lot of country music, a lot of soul, a lot of R&B, a lot of rock and roll, a lot of funk, a lot of everything. And I think that's evident in the songs that I sing and that I write and in my sonic identity. But I do have to say that the way I grew up listening to country music, I think I kind of have to chalk up, learning how to write songs to that. Just because I think just subconsciously listening to the way a country song is written, changed me forever. And when it came time for me to pick up a guitar and write a song, lyrically and conceptually, they just came out like country songs because that's what I grew up listening to. And so I've always loved, the craft of telling a story and letting somebody in on a little bit of information at a time, and giving them a reward for getting to the end of the song too. And that's why I love this next song. It's kind of about a guy trying to apologize without actually having to say I'm sorry, because we're all pretty prideful. But this one's called "Asking for a Friend." See if I can remember all these lyrics. It's been over a year since I sang this one, so here we go. 2, 1, 2. Hey, I was just wondering if anyone was sitting here. And if not, would it be okay if someone bought you a beer? Let's say that someone wanted to dance. Would he have a snowballing hell of a chance to get you out on the floor before this slow song ends? Oh, hey, 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 I'm just asking for a friend. He ain't never been any good at laying it all out on the line. Nah. But I swear down deep, believe me, girl, he's a really good guy. If you can find it in your heart just to cut him some slack, he'll be Johnny on the spot here, 2 seconds flat. Yeah, he's holding his breath, come on, give him a second wind. Oh, hey, hey, yeah. Yeah, what do you say? It's Friday night and you're beautiful, so beautiful. What man wouldn't thank you with the love of his life? He'd be a fool, he'd be a fool. Just one drink would sure mean a lot to him. Just asking for a friend. Yeah. Let's say this friend of mine went messed up real bad, and he'd do anything in this world, girl, to get you back. Hey, what kind of sorry would it take for a man to erase his worst mistake, and with this even begin to make it dance? Oh, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, what do you say? It's Friday night and you're beautiful, so beautiful. What man wouldn't thank you with the love of his life? He'd be a fool, he'd be a fool. I don't mean to ramble on like this. Hey, I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, what if I told you he hadn't slept in weeks, and he was standing right here in front of you instead of me? Is there any way you could ever love him again? I'm just asking for a friend. So the next song I'm going to sing for you guys, I think is probably one of, if not the only song that I've ever sang on, that I ever cut, that I didn't write. And it was written by my friend Hardy, and he's just one of the most insane songwriters and singers and artists I've ever met. And this song was on his Hicks tape project and his most recent album called A Rock, and it features me and our other good friend Lauren Elena. And this was definitely an unlikely song for a single, at least what I would consider a single, because when you listen to the Hicks tape, it's just stadium redneck smashes. And then there's this song at the end about teen pregnancy, and but I'm so thankful for it. I remember asking him if there was anything on his project that was a little left-footed or something a little weird that he wanted to, have me sing on, and this is what he sent me. And the fans spoke, and their label Big Loud, went with the song that the fans wanted, and it actually went #1 this year in 2020 during COVID, which was one of the biggest blessings. It was such a weird year, and I'll always remember this song as being one of the brightest spots in a really dark year for a lot of us. So I usually only sing the chorus on this one, but I'm going to try to do the whole thing in my version. So this one's called One Beer. Hope you like it. 17 in a small town, weak knees in a CVS, door locked in the bathroom. What's it gonna be waiting on that test? Never thought that they'd be putting those life plans on the shelf. A couple American babies raising one up theirself. One beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2-beer bus. 3 beers turns into 5, then 6, and a love-drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges. Life changes out of the blue. It's just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what one beer can turn into? Sesame Street on the TV, a race car rolling on a cardboard bridge, crayon stick figure family, stuck right there front center on the fridge. Flashback to 2 pink lines, a whole bunch of praying and doubting. Felt like the end of the world now, the world don't spin without him. All 'cause 1 beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2 beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5, then 6, and a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges, life changes out of the blue. It's just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what 1 beer can turn into? 1 beer can turn into a boy and a girl and a 3 on a tree. Kissing. First comes lust and a shotgun marriage. 6 months later come a baby in a carriage. You know what, y'all, the whole thing started with some alcohol, yeah. The whole thing started with some alcohol, yeah. 1 beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2 beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5, then 6, then a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges, life changes out of the blue. It's just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what 1 beer can turn into? 1 beer turn into a boy and a girl and a 3 on a tree. Kissing. First comes lust and a shotgun marriage. 6 months later come a baby in a carriage. No, it's not all, that's not all. Here they go again, drinking alcohol, yeah. The song I'm about to sing for you guys is a song that has greatly changed my life, thanks to a man named Blake Shelton. I wrote this with my friends Hardy and Jordan Schmidt, and it was the first song we ever wrote in 2019, January 7th. And it was Hardy's title, Hardy's idea, and a lot of times we try to like flip a song or find a hook or do something crazy with it, and this time we thought it would serve it best just to literally go right at what God's country meant to us, and hopefully everyone else. It's something interesting because it means the same thing but something different to everyone, you know. And I will always be so proud and grateful for this song. This is my version of God's country. Right outside of this one church town, there's a go-dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in a plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on that muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a band-found Dixie whistle in the wind. That'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on that muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with them dogs running. Saved by the sound of a band-found Dixie whistle in the wind. That'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. All right. Oh, this is God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on that muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with them dogs running. Saved by the sound of a been found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Cool. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, whoever is watching out there. It's been a pleasure to play music again, even if there's nobody in front of me. You know, it's something I think maybe we took for granted a little bit, just how lucky we were to get to do this every day. And so I'm just really honored and grateful to be back working and singing and doing what I love to do. And to have the opportunity to do it for you guys is something I'm very thankful for. So I'm going to sing one more song for you guys. I came out with an album, my debut album. I think it was 2017, maybe 2018. It's all kind of a blur now, but it was called Dark Horse, and this is the title track off of that. And this is a song that I learned a lot from, because I used to want to get really relatable to people, and by trying to do that, I would go really, really broad and overarching, thinking I could really get everyone, you know, in the same place. But I think I found out that the opposite is true, is when you get really specific to yourself and you shine a light on things that maybe are not so easy to shine a light on about yourself, I think other people see it and they realize, wow, I'm not the only one, you know. And so this is kind of like, this was my introduction to the world in a sense. And so this one's called Dark Horse. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, my name's Devin Dawson, and I'll see you guys down the road, okay? People always ask why I wear black, where'd I get my style, and why I never smile in pictures. They ask me what I drink, I'll sip on anything, but I'm a little more California smoke than liquor. No, it ain't that I'm self-conscious, I'm just conscious of myself. I side with the outsiders, those long shot last round fighters, anyone who ain't afraid to stray off course. My heart bleeds for country music, where the honest outlaw truth is. No, I ain't no white knight, I'm a little more dark horse. Oh yeah. I don't go to church, can't quote a Bible verse. I couldn't sing a psalm, that don't mean that I don't talk to Jesus. Girls say I push him off, that I can't open up, but I ain't afraid of love. When I say it, I just wanna mean it. Yeah, I side with the outsiders, those long shot last round fighters, anyone who ain't afraid to stray off course. My heart bleeds for country music, where the honest outlaw truth is. No, I ain't no white knight, I'm a little more dark horse. No, it ain't that I'm self-conscious, I'm just conscious of myself, and I don't know how to be nobody else. So I side with the outsiders, those long shot last round fighters, anyone who ain't afraid to stray off course. My heart bleeds for country music, where my honest outlaw truth is. No, I ain't no white knight, I'm a little more dark horse. Ooh yeah, dark horse. Ooh, dark horse. Ooh yeah, dark horse.
I can't thank you enough. I'm really excited to see what's next from you. You've been so much fun to listen to and get to know behind all the songs. And just keep on rocking on. We really appreciate you, Devin.
I absolutely will. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful place to sing some songs, and it felt damn good to do it in front of a camera and get behind the guitar again. So thank you guys for listening and for having me.
Well, we're honored to do it. So thanks again, Devin. And for more information, if you want to know more about Island Hopper Songwriter Fest, go to islandhopperfest.com. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.
Cheers.